Explanation, matter in italics, undiscovered, underscored, is new. Matter in brackets is old, law to be omitted. LBD 0524201-01-9. A99 2. Detained for such period and in such manner as the department may direct in accordance with this section. Oh, I don't think so. 4. Notwithstanding any inconsistent provision of this section, a confirmed case or a carrier who is detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section shall not continue to be detained after the department determines I just love this alliteration. You know, you guys are just so good. That such person is no longer contagious. B. A suspected case or suspected carrier who is detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section shall not continue to be detained after the department determines, with the exercise of due diligence, that such person is not infected with or has not been exposed to such a disease, or if infected with or exposed to such a disease, no longer is or will become contagious. Wow. C. A person who is detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section as a contact of a confirmed case or a carrier shall not continue to be detained after the department determines that the person is not infected with the disease or that such contact no longer presents a potential danger to the health of others. Again, great alliteration, guys. I mean, wow. D. A person who is detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section as a contact of a suspected case shall not continue to be detained. 1. After the department determines with the exercise of due diligence that the suspected case. So this is section D, subsection 1 in Roman numerals. 1. After the department determines with the exercise of due diligence that the suspected case was not infected with such a disease or was not contagious at the time the contact was exposed to such individual, or 2. After the department determines that the contact no longer presents a potential danger to the health of others. 5. A person who is detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section shall, as is appropriate to the circumstances, A. Have his or her medical condition and needs assessed and addressed. Ooh, assessed and addressed on a regular basis, and B. Detained in a manner that is consistent with recognized isolation and infection control principles in order to minimize the likelihood of transmission of infection to such person and to others. 6. When a person or group is ordered to be detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section for a period not exceeding 3 business days, such person or member of such group shall, upon request, be afforded an opportunity to be heard. If a person or group detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section needs to be detained beyond 3 business days, they shall be provided with an additional commissioner's order pursuant to subdivisions 2 and 8 of this section. 7. When a person or group is ordered to be detained pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section for a period exceeding 3 business days, and such person or member of such group requests release, the governor or his or her delegee shall make an application for a court order authorizing such detention within 3 business days after such request. By the end of the first business day following such Saturday, Sunday, or legal holiday, which application shall include a request for an expedited hearing. I could practically sing this. After any such request for release, detention shall not continue for more than 5 business days in the absence of a court order authorizing detention, notwithstanding the foregoing provisions. Authorizing detention. Notwithstanding the foregoing provisions, in no event shall any person be detained for more than 60 days. Oh, thank you so much. Without a court order. Without a court order. Right, okay. Authorizing such detention. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. The governor or his or her delegee shall seek further court review of such detention within, the governor and his or her delegee are gonna, have a lot of work on their hands. They're just giving themselves a lot of extra work because they just care about everybody so much now, don't they? I'll start again. The governor or his or her delegee shall seek further. Okay, the governor or his or her delegee shall seek further court review of such detention within 90 days. Okay, we're going from 3 days to 5 days to 60 days and within 90 days. You know what can happen to you in 90 days? You know how things change from one day to the next? And what are you expecting is going to happen within 90 days? Why can't somebody become healthy within 90 days? Who's ever been contagiously sick for 90 days? How many people in history have been sick contagiously for 90 days? I really would love to find that out. Okie dokie. Well, the governor or his or her delegee shall seek further court review of such detention within 90 days following the initial court order authorizing detention, and thereafter within 90 days of each subsequent court review. In any court proceeding to enforce an order of the governor or his or delegee for A99, 3, the removal or detention of a person or group issued, that means like a family, a neighborhood. This is just, making human trafficking legal. Excuse me. Yeah, why are you guys, wow, I can't, well, I'm just going to keep reading. The removal or detention of a person or group, or pretty much your family, you and your family, issued pursuant to this subdivision or for review of the continued detention of a person or group, or your neighborhood, your block, your town. The governor or his or her delegee shall prove the particularized circumstances. The particularized. Oh, yeah, because you're going to be spreading particulates. And, you need to particularize each circumstance. Okay, so I'm going to read that again. The removal or detention of a person or group issued pursuant to this subdivision or for review of the continued detention of a person or group, the governor or his or her delegee shall prove the particularized, that alliteration of circumstances constituting the necessity for such detention by clear and convincing evidence. 8. A copy of any detention order of the governor or his or her delegee issued pursuant to subdivision 2 of this section shall be given to each detained individual. Oh, thanks. However, if the order applies to a group of individuals and it is impractical to provide individual copies, it may be posted in a conspicuous place in the detention premises. Fuck you.